The PSL Plus EvedPay integration provides a streamlined experience for setting up and paying vendors on your production, saving you hours of what used to be manual work. The integration supports vendor self-onboarding and can be used for domestic and international payments. To get the integration set up, start PSL Plus and open the Setup menu and select the Production Code Entry Program to get your tenant ID. Provide this tenant ID to Eved. Next, ensure you have access to the EFT export program under the Checks menu in your PSL Plus database. If you do not see EFT export as an option, please contact PSL Plus for assistance. Once your show has been configured for EvedPay, open the Bank Entry program and create a new bank called EVE. You'll enter the name EvedPay and fill in the relevant details and make sure the checkbox for EvedPay Bank is checked. Lastly, fill in the required account information at the bottom. With your new bank set up, it's time to set up the vendor with the Vendor Entry program. With this integration, the vendor you will create in PSL Plus will automatically be sent to Eved. To ensure that the vendor is sent from PSL Plus to Eved, you must enter their email address. This email address will be used to invite the vendor to the Eved self-onboarding portal. Be sure to check the Eved vendor checkbox and save your new vendor by clicking the Accept button. If the vendor is already set up in Eved, they are good to go. If not, they will receive an email with a link to create their Eved vendor account. Vendors will enter their details for their account, business details and profile, their banking information, and their tax information. Eved pays and receives funding in multiple currencies, allowing for flexible payment options for a variety of situations. Eved has support teams located throughout the globe to help vendors with onboarding if they need it. Banking and tax information can also be updated within the Eved platform after onboarding if vendors ever need to change those details. Let's go over how to create and post an AP transaction for an Eved vendor. To create an EFT transaction, open the AP Entry program in PSL Plus and click the Add button to enter the details of the transaction and select the Eved vendor you created. Enter the invoice information and select EvedPay as the bank. This will automatically default the payment type to E for EFT. Down below, enter the account for the transaction and lastly, click Accept to enter the AP. Next, you'll post the AP in the AP posting program. Select the batch and vendor to run an edit list report and verify the details are correct. Once verified, switch the report type to Posting Register and click Preview. Verify that the PDF preview has all the correct information for the transaction. You'll be prompted to verify the register printed correctly. Click Yes. The AP transaction has now been posted. The next step will be to pay the vendor via EFT. To do so, open the Checks program, select EvedPay as the bank, and select EFT as the payment type. Next, select the Eved vendor, and then click Print. A warning message appears to replace plain paper with check stock. Click OK. We aren't printing an actual check, so no action is required here. You'll see the item selected for the print job. Click OK. Lastly, verify that it is OK to print the checks in this check run. Next, click Print to save the PDF version of the check run to your preferred location. You will receive an important prompt to verify the checks have been printed correctly. Even if you are printing PDF, this last step is important to ensure payments are posted to your ledger. When you exit the Checks program, you will be shown the check register. This will provide a preview of what you will need to fund for this payment. With the check all set, you'll open the Electronic Fund Transfer program. Select EvedPay as the bank and click Start. Select the payment you want to send and click Send Export. Verify the register has printed correctly and click Yes to send the export. You'll receive a final confirmation that the file has been queued for transmission to the bank. Evid will automatically receive that transaction and creates a funding statement for the transaction and all the payments within it. This will be sent to the production accounting team, who can choose to fund Evid by pushing funding to Evid, have Evid pull from the production's bank account, or via an escrow account. Once funding is received, Evid will process the payment to the vendor. Vendors and productions will receive a payment remittance with the transaction details via email, and it will be visible in their Evid vendor account. With the PSL Plus EvedPay integration, vendor onboarding and payments get streamlined, allowing your production to keep running smoothly.